The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong. Listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear.
What's up, everybody? It's your guy Swin.
Your boy Jay Bizzle.
And we are the Man Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Back at you.
Back in action again.
What's up, world? What's up, everybody?
Long time no see.
Yes, sir. A lot of things have been happening. A lot of things have been changing around the world.
Got a new president.
President, yeah, man. Donald Trump will be back in that thing in January. And some people can't get in there fast enough. So
some people don't want him in at all.
Some people leaving the country because they got picked as president.
Yeah, out, right? She went to the UK or something.
Yeah, man. What was it, man? I seen on Twitter, man. On his Twitter, it said that Hillary Clinton said she was gonna leave the country if he put out the Epstein list. You know what I'm saying?
I know what that means.
Yeah. But man, what's been going on, JB?
You know, the struggle continues.
Jeez, man. Yeah, life been life, like we always say.
Yeah.
Well, man, there's been a lot of stuff that didn't happen, man. Fake boxing matches, all kind of stuff, man.
Hey, me personally, I don't think it was fake. I just think, no, the man's 58, man. If you see the way he's, me being a martial artist, they always say your legs is the first thing to go, man. He just ain't had the capability of moving forward and back and side to side like he used to.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's still strong as an ox. But
if I had the ability to make $20 million for 16 minutes at the age of 60, close to it, I would too.
Yeah, man. Mike blew a lot of money when he was young. You don't.
Yeah, it comes and goes with him.
Yeah, I think they say he's estimated at he done made like $400 million in his lifetime career, right? Something like that.
Yeah,
but he only worth $10 million, so man, he got to get some of that back to pass on to his kids and whatnot.
Oh yeah, his business is doing good and everything, man. Yeah. But cannabis business, all that stuff, man.
But yeah,
all those endorsements.
That was easy. Hey, that was a quick lick, as they say.
Yeah, exactly, man. I would have done the same thing.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, Jake Paul hit me up, man.
Exactly. That's the first thing I told JB after I watched that. After all the struggle streaming, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, we YouTubers.
Right.
I'll box that cat.
Try to take his ass off. We can take.
Give me $2 million, man.
Hey, we can have a grappling match. You want to grapple?
I don't think you want to do that.
He used to wrestle, supposedly.
Keyword supposedly. Yeah.
I don't know how good he was.
Yeah, I'll box J. Paul. Go on the record. Swin say he'll box J. Paul, man.
Make it happen.
Give me at least $2 million.
I take 500,000.
Give me.
Well, we ain't signed no contract. Well, we gonna sign a contract.
Yeah, let me get the training camp. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to knock his head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more than Mike.
I'm gonna bite his ear.
Yeah, man. Some good music that came out, man. I'm gonna say, man, we in the end of 2024, man. We got Thanksgiving coming up this weekend. Christmas right around the corner for those that celebrate. But Tyler the Creator dropped an album recently, and to me, it's got to be album of the year so far.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar just dropped one on the 22nd. Yeah, man.
I wasn't feeling it. I think it's kind of like cliche-ish, I guess. Like you heard it before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
To me, it wasn't like nothing new, man. That's just JB's opinion, just my opinion. It came out on the 22nd of November, and I ain't hear nothing spectacular.
Yeah, I'm a Kendrick fan, so.
Yeah, I will say this, man. Shout out to the West Side. You know what I'm talking about? Because you had two West Coast artists come out.
Yeah.
You had Tyler the Creator, and you had Kendrick dropping. And right now they just talk. And but to me, Chromacopia,
it was better, yeah.
It's a better body of work. It's a better work of art.
So it's a like it reminds me of an old album.
It's versatile.
Yeah. It was a more creative to me.
Exactly. The thought process in the songs, the switching of the beats, the production, you know what I'm saying, the features. And I'm like, man, it's a better album. I say it's the album of the year, but next month in December, we got Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre dropping that Missionary.
That's called Missionary.
Yeah. So they talking about it's the best work they done did together. Snoop says it's best. So we shall see.
We're gonna see. He been killing on The Voice.
Snoop Dogg been killing everything.
On everything. The Voice, the Olympics.
Hell yeah.
So Snoop is doing this thing. Shout out to Uncle Snoop.
Exactly. For real, man. Send us some products. For real.
I want a death row chain.
Exactly. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of surprises popping at the end of the year.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on in the world, man. So what do you think about this this missile incident we had?
Oh man, yeah. I wouldn't call it so much as an incident. I would probably say it's pretty deliberate. This is my opinion.
Yeah,
it's pretty deliberate, especially on exiting out of the White House. Because according to major news, his advisors told him not to give the okay on that, and he went against the grain and authorized the U.S. missiles to be used in Ukraine against Russia. It looked like they're trying to start, World War III. What's crazy about it, bro, is that NATO is having other countries warn their people and their citizens about how to prepare for a nuclear war.
Oh yeah,
how to shelter with supplies you need, and they're doing that on that side. I think it was Sweden and a couple other countries. Man, they notifying their people already, but we haven't heard nothing like that.
Well, we got more defenses of shooting something down like that. Well, and then plus, man, they're closer to them, So
yeah, but man, shit, I was in the military for 9/11, and a lot of this stuff. So things happen here, you know what I'm saying? And then we also have a lot of people coming into our country, and they're not being checked. You know what I'm saying? So we had a lot of things happen on our land, man, and on this side of the world that it slid by up under the radar. So a lot of these people that's coming over here, man, it's documented that some of them are terrorists.
Yeah.
And so they got us focusing on other stuff while stuff is happening here and stuff is happening around the world. And we worrying about abortion and other topics when we got a possible war on our hands. And you people need to pay attention. I feel so, because your young children, your young men.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be the ones getting drafted.
Yeah, because we too old to fight now.
Yeah. That's that age limit.
Yeah.
I done served.
But
and I don't remember a damn thing about sonar.
it's just scary, like this.
Yeah.
State of our military, it ain't the same as it was back in,
Nah, it's not.
Because they're saying they having problems
recruiting. Yeah, man.
Not only that, they're having problems filling special forces because the people are too out of shape to join special forces, and
yeah.
So
for real,
that's really bothersome. But they said, man, they gonna have to reactivate the draft. Not only that, they probably gonna call some people back into service.
Yeah, that
are already out.
But it look like they trying to cause chaos or burn down the house before they move out of the office. So
I don't know the situation, but me personally, I think that we shouldn't be involved in none of it. Really.
Hell no.
Whatever happens, just happen. Long as they're not shooting missiles our way, kind of stay out. We need to learn how to stay out of some stuff sometimes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say no. I don't mind like bringing food and dropping food to people who need it and stuff like that. That's different, but supplying weapons is a different thing,
Yeah.
So
man, I got different viewpoints on that too, because it's amazing how things will happen stateside.
Yeah.
But the response is so slow. But when it happens in other parts of the world, the response is fast.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before in the past.
Well, the response is probably faster because it's money to be made. You know what I'm saying?
It's always money to be made. Destruction. Yeah, it's crazy though, because I was like I said, I was around for Hurricane Katrina, and it took 14 to 21 days before there was real aid coming in Louisiana. and they calling people refugees. Last time I checked, you had to be from another country.
Yeah.
To be a refugee. And then one time we had the tsunami, man, shout out to Thailand, man. Boy, Dave was just out there. I ain't got nothing against Thailand, but when that tsunami hit, we had aid out there like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We had hospital ships out there. We was bringing supplies, water. We got aid out there faster than we got it stateside. So make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And also, too, you got they sending these billions of dollars over to these other countries. We got all this crap going on here. Take care of home first before you help somebody else.
I definitely agree with that. We got all that money over here that could have fixed a lot of stuff over here. But like I said, I think that
got the same damn pothole.
I just think there's a lot of stuff we need to fix here before we try to aid the rest of the world.
We involve ourselves in other people's dealings.
Our country's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be a lot of mistakes made in this presidency that's going on now and the one coming up. So neither one of them going to be perfect, So, just hopefully with God's will, they make the right decisions. Yeah.
And like with the borders, man, they right now, it was in the news the other day, man, like 1,500 people at the border, man.
And that's why they didn't get that in a check because you don't know who.
And they talking about they trying to get over here before Trump get in office.
Yeah.
Like
I said, man, they're so worried about the people from Mexico coming in, and they be worried about the Asians that are coming in and the Russians that's coming in from the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so many. Like when you look, you see it. It's not just Mexicans.
Hispanic, yeah.
Hispanics are coming in. Shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
But you see that it's multicultural.
Yeah.
It's multi different ethnicities and
coming
in
to Asians.
Man, all kinds of stuff, bro.
I'm not saying they all have bad intent. Not saying that, but I'm saying they need to kind of secure that.
But we just can't crash and bombard other countries like that.
Oh no.
Nah. So there's people that are getting in, and like recently, man, we just had a dude that was trying to pull off a terrorist act here in Houston.
Yeah.
But that didn't make the major news.
Yeah, he said he was trying to do a 9/11 style attack.
And
he was trying to blow up a major building or event.
They caught him on November 8th. The article came out in the Houston Chronicle on November 14th.
Yeah. And it's crazy thing about I live in Houston and I didn't even hear nothing. It was on none of the news.
Major news networks.
None of the major news networks. I had to hear it from Swin.
Yeah. There's a dude, man, Anan Saeed. He's 28 years old. And he's trying to pull off a 9/11 level attack.
Yeah.
So, you think everybody would want to know about this?
Yeah. They said he was trying to purposely join the military.
He's trying to purposely join the military so he can infiltrate and have easier access to commit the crimes he wanted to commit. They say he was connected with ISIS. This cat's looking at facing 20 years in federal prison.
Which I think he deserved more than 20 years trying to blow up some stuff.
Make that make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. He's trying to cause
a 9/11 level attack.
Yeah.
And you get 20 years?
That's thousands upon thousands of lives, And
we're a major city.
Oh, yeah.
We got a bunch of major venues,
Yeah, imagine he would have got in one of those Astro games or
Houston Texans, Houston Rockets in concert, man. Our medical center.
Yeah.
All kind of stuff, man. A lot of people come here from all over.
Yeah.
To seek medical aid.
We've never been to H-Town. H-Town's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
So, yeah.
From all over the world. We're like a melting, really, Houston's like a melting pot. I always said that, like Houston, man.
It is. Very diverse.
So diverse, yeah. We have the best food of every country.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So what else is popping, JB?
Man, this TD Jakes, man. I heard he passed out. Well, you think that's karma, or you think that's just him stressing?
Some people saying that he had caught a stroke while he was preaching. I just think it's just age and time. Might be stress.
Yeah, you get into the, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what he's done. Only him and God knows.
Exactly.
Him and God and whatever possible victim. If there's even any victims, we don't even know, man.
Only God can judge me now.
Yeah. So,
shout out to Pop.
We're not gonna say it's karma or not, man.
Yeah.
That's a stressful situation being implementing that, especially in the field that he's in.
Oh man,
yeah,
but in recent years, man, it's been So many pastors.
Oh man, I had to deal with it at my local church. So I could just imagine, you know. I remember the church I'm not gonna say the name of the church I attend, but they
used to attend.
Used to attend. They didn't out like 2 pastors for.
Oh yeah, man. We didn't have some mega pastors, some mega church pastors out here, man. All kind of stuff going on, man. Getting people pregnant in the congregation.
Yeah.
Passing STDs, all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy got sued. 2 million?
2-3 million.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I've been to that church before.
Yeah.
And what was it, man? My ex used to go to that church. My ex used to go to that church. And she was like, the dude had like 2 campuses, right? The dude used to fly in a helicopter, all this kind of stuff. And I used to tell her, you know, man, coming up, well, you know, we're in the South, man, you know, Bible Belt and stuff, you know, Bible thumpers. So I used to be big on them opening the Bible up and reading from the Word, right? I went to this church, man. They never once opened the Bible up. It was a hell of a concert. Boy, they were jamming.
Yeah, that
concert was jamming like a mother, though. You feel the spirit, but they never read one scripture or none of that.
Need that old pastor that bring that fire and brimstone.
Exactly. They didn't read nan scripture. I went to that church 3 times with her. She's like, how you like it? I said, they jamming. They jamming. But when they gonna open the Bible up?
Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I would think a lot of it's due to the stress he's under with the whole P. Diddy situation, you know?
Exactly.
Because like I said, man, you got something to say?
That's
is it Smollett?
Yeah, Smollett.
Juicy.
Jussie. Jussie. Listen here, Jussie.
And all the other things, man. We got Jussie. Is it Jussie or is it Juicy? They should still call him Juicy Smollett.
Yeah.
But Jussie Smollett, his case got overturned, man. What you think about that, man?
I think it was a waste of people's time.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be they staged a hate crime. People got real things going on in their life. I never really cared for the dude. So when I heard he was staging some stuff, I was like, there's more important things going on in the world than y'all spending time on this. I thought it was another distraction. And I never liked the cat. And I never watched Empire. You know what I'm saying? I like Terrence Howard. I like Taraji P. Henson. But there's some things that I think that our media stations, powers that be, are trying to influence by putting certain images, certain agendas in front of us, and I can't rock with them. So that's why I never watched the episode of the show and never watched his character.
Yeah, I just never was interesting to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I never really paid no attention. As far as him, I think, like you said, man, that's even there, but that's just a waste of time.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't even know any kind of court proceedings was still still going on.
Yeah.
Which is,
and how did they make it to the Supreme Court? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Okay, somebody did a video, they lied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They lied.
Yeah. Now, should it smear his reputation a little? Yeah, because he got caught lying on tape.
Yeah.
But should it be as important in the news as it is?
Nah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
And then also too, man, Jonathan Majors, his ex, Miss Jabari, she dropped the charges against him.
Yeah, we did a whole podcast about that, man. And man, that I think he should countersue her.
Hell yeah.
If he can.
If you can. So
I'm pretty sure the lawyers told her to not pursue the case because they couldn't get no money out of it, right?
Yeah.
Because the whole point of the whole thing was to get money, right?
Oh, just destroy the man too. Get money and destroy him.
And destroy him, but the main objective was money, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And since they can't get the money, they won't drop the case. That's what I think.
Yeah. And I'm like, this man, it's crazy how a brother can run away from a woman and still be convicted of assault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What did he do? The mud come out the bottom of his shoe and slick in hit in the eye while he was running away?
Then she chased him down the street.
Yeah. And then went to his apartment and took her clothes off and said she's going to kill us. He didn't even go back to the apartment. He called the law and said, hey, she's in my house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
then you do everything that you could possibly think you're doing right. And it just all goes wrong.
It's a shady world, man. You gotta watch how you move around with some people.
But I'm glad, man. I'm glad he's making it out because he's a hell of an actor, man. Like he's a hell of a talent. So
exactly.
Like if you look at his body of work he's done in such a short period of time, he's
moving up through the ranks, man.
Through the ranks real good. Hopefully he can get back on that.
Lovecraft was a good show too.
Yeah.
And that was one of the top watch shows. And next thing you know, it didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I get tired of that too, man. I get tired of shows being successful, and all of a sudden we don't see them.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was good.
Oh man, they bring it back though.
They is?
Yeah.
Finally,
they bring all of them back. The Luke Cage.
Jeez.
They bringing Daredevil back first.
All right.
But I think they said something about scheduling conflicts.
Gotcha.
So that's what they say at least.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, thank God. Hopefully he can recover. I think he's gonna recover. His talent.
Oh, hell yeah, he's gonna recover.
His talent's undeniable. So I think he's gonna.
But my
recover.
thing is like, yeah, he need to get some of that money back that he lost because he lost a lot of endorsements and deals.
Yeah, that Marvel deal is
man. He was partnered up with the Army, man, because of his name.
Yeah.
You know, he lost that in Marvel. It was so many things he lost.
He lost a lot of money.
And then there's another person that's really famous, a celebrity, that's in the media a lot. Around that time, that guy had put his hands on his wife. This other individual put his hands on his wife, and everybody saw it in front of people, and nothing happened to this cat. People still love him and respect him, and even Stephen A. stood up for that guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he's in the fighting community, and we like the fighting community.
Yeah.
But I've even been in the same room with the cat.
You know what we're talking about.
In the casino. But the justice system and the media treats it completely different.
So different.
One man was running away. One man was putting his hands on his woman.
Yeah.
You know?
But,
And they wasn't sparring.
Nah, he wasn't sparring.
There was no octagon or ring around that happened. Yeah.
You know how, they pick and choose who they want to destroy and who they want to
build up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, promote. Yeah.
Exactly. They sweep certain stuff under the rug for certain people, and other stuff they just let go like it never happened or overlook it. I don't report it, Man,
now I'm gonna bring some up, bro. Another thing that's been popping up too, man, and we kind of talked about this earlier. Strippers are complaining that men are not coming to the clubs. The regular women are complaining that men are not showing up to nightclubs. JB, what's your opinion on that? Why do you think men ain't showing up to the clubs no more?
Well, one, men like us, we're too grown. We're not out there like that no more. And two, these generation under us, man, they the social media hide behind the screen generation.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna suffer the same thing Japan is suffering with the population decrease.
Yeah.
Because people, and then a lot of these people see what their previous generation went through, they don't want to fool with that crap.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is social media and video games, man. Because the people's social skills ain't what they used to be.
Yeah,
they ain't meeting up behind a screen or something. They don't know how to interact with one another.
Yeah.
We were forced to interact because we didn't have all that stuff.
Yeah, back in the day, though, man, you could walk up to a woman, you can compliment her. Nowadays, you get called weird,
right,
for complimenting a woman. So guys just stop approaching.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And then, like I said, a lot of these guys now see the way the legal system do they other men in their family. They don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, like my nephews, man. I got daughters. And so, but my family, man, they got sons. None of my nephews want to get married. They say if they do, it won't be anybody from the States.
Well, now I ain't gonna say that, bro, because social media is so strong now. It's
affecting the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, people all over having conflicts. People getting brainwashed.
Yeah. My thing is this, man. I think between social media and the way. I'm gonna sound kind of sexist, I guess. The way the system's designed, the man's gonna lose like so much. There's no reason. There's nothing there to keep a person. Nothing there to.
There's no incentive
to stay.
Yeah, there's no incentive. There's no benefit.
So yeah, basically, like I'm gonna just speak from I ain't gonna speak for my situation. I'm gonna use somebody else's. Anyway,
oh man,
so
yeah.
I have a friend, right? His next door neighbor, right?
Yeah.
This dude is like the ideal guy, bro. Like this dude's like it's so funny. My homeboy, he's Hispanic, right? And his wife's Hispanic, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, man, he's so good. I would marry him. He's a black guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he just do everything like he does like also like that on the outside, he does everything right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He take care of home. He has a high paying job, you know.
Yeah.
He got the 2 cars, everything, right?
Yeah.
He like anything she needs, she doesn't work, whatever. Ideal situation. And the woman still left. Because there's no incentive to stay, right? So if he got, say, I don't know how much the guy make, but I have an idea about what he makes.
Yeah.
She going to get 30 grand out of him a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Plus whatever she work, whatever job she depends to know. So what's the incentive to stay? I'm taking 30.
Any kids?
Yeah, that's why they got 30. So they got 3 kids. So like I think 3 kids in Texas is 30%, right?
Yeah.
It's like 20 for the first,
20, 25 for 2.
and 30, right?
No, the same woman,
so,
yeah.
Taking 30% of his income. The guy has a high income, so she's gonna bring home 30 to 35,000 a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and she works, right? But what's the incentive to stay? She don't really need his income because she's gonna take 30% of his income with her.
It depends on how long they've been married too. Property's involved. I don't know. All that. Yeah, a lot of time the dude gonna lose.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of guys are opting out.
Yeah,
They're like, man, I don't want these relationships. A lot of dudes, man, flying overseas and like, hey, I can get some better looking women for less hassle and the headache.
Well, not just that, man.
That's one of them.
Say for instance, if we just start over, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I just saved all my money from the time I was, which wasn't going to happen, you know. But say if I did, I was smart enough to just invest my money from the age of 20 to now, right?
Paint the scenario, yeah.
20 to 45 to 25, so over 25 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I could take all the money I made and go live in Colombia and live like a king.
Yeah.
All you need is like a meal, if that.
You don't even need a meal.
You don't even need $1 million.
You can live pretty good.
So United States, like everybody praises the U.S. and stuff, and no, I love the U.S.
Yeah, it's a lot of opportunity.
A lot of opportunities to make money, right?
Yeah,
so you can get our money and go somewhere else and live like an emperor.
Yeah, live like a king,
and and other people come here and they know that.
Yeah,
people from the Philippines, from India, from wherever they make all this money here, and they send it
everywhere
and build hotels and
clubs
and
different businesses, farms,
and they stay here for 10, 15 years and they go back home and
20 years at a job, retire. You know what I'm saying?
Then they build a whole empire for themselves in their country, you know? So,
yep.
So like I said, man, it ain't no incentive for them to stay, really.
Yeah.
I think the way that everything's set up, especially, depending on what state you're in, you get alimony and you get child support, depending on what state you're in.
Yeah, especially on the west side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the more you make, the more they take.
So they like, where's the benefit in it? Where's the win?
Yeah,
because one day this person could just jump up and take half of the stuff.
Yeah,
take the kids,
and not just salary. They'll get you for dividends and stocks and everything else. So it's like
you got assets, any assets.
Yeah. So I know plenty of men who know from the outside. We don't know. Like I said, I don't know the whole situation, but what I know, they did everything right, and they just the woman woke up one day and that they threw. So
yeah, and it's a lot of guys that would love to be married or with a woman, but they looking at the scales and they're like, hey man, they afraid of that. Hey, take everything, wake up, because I done seen so many people that had to restart.
Yeah,
they didn't the good person, but everything got taken from them, and now they got to start all the way from square one, ground zero.
And then not only that, they're up in age, man. Who wants
to up in
nobody want to work till
you got to
70,
reset.
80, yeah, don't work that hard for forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I used to work at a chemical plant with this old dude, man. We used to call him Bummer. Bummer worked at the plant like 40 years. And he had been married 3 times. And he said, man, these are just his words. This is his opinion. He said, man, I've been married 3 times, young man. All they want is the money. He said, never changes. He said, I got me a lady I hang with. She got her house. She ain't gonna never live with me. I don't want to live with me. He said, but yeah, all they want is the money.
Yeah. But like I said, man, some of it's that, but a lot of it is, I think, too, is social media, and we don't have people don't have the social skills they used to have.
That's true.
Because like we used to go out, and when I was 14, I was plotting on my car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of these kids now, man, they 18, 19, they don't even want to drive at all. You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, like, man, with technology, man, the way AI advancing too, man, they already got sex dolls. You know, we got the humanoid robots coming. Yeah. They already got some, but they not moving freely like Elon's, man. And when that happens, population gonna drop even more. People are not gonna be interacting, they're not gonna be touching and talking to each other, because they're gonna order their dream person, right, and have it shipped to the house.
Yeah, right.
And that's it.
And we're gonna be like Wally, floating on the chair.
Oh boy, what's that one dude? And one comedian, man, Ryan Davis, he was like, when the $6 first came out, he said, man, I always know where she at. Right where I left her. He said, in the box up under the bed. He said, she don't talk back, she don't have no period.
They ain't got to chase her down.
That boy a fool, man. But yeah, people, but it's a joke now.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be the real deal. It's pretty soon.
It might be funny though. They could be like considering robots people after a while.
You know how some fool gonna be there. They have feelings.
They have consciousness.
They have feelings. Look at it. Yeah, you just programmed it in there. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody gonna be fighting for that. They're gonna get a law passed for them before they get one passed for us.
Yeah. and they gonna get reparations.
Exactly. Robot reparations. It's R&R. Rest and relaxation. No, robot reparations. Jeez. For real. But yeah, man. What else been popping, JB?
Sweet, man. Man, something we talked about maybe about a year ago, man. The Tyree Nichols claim.
Nichols, yeah. If you guys don't remember, man, there was like 5 Memphis police officers that beat a young man to death and then doing a traffic stop. But it wasn't just he didn't violate. They sought out this brother.
Yeah, because he was messing with one of their wives or girlfriends.
The rumor was he was seeing one of their exes, one of the police officers' ex. And they sought this brother out and they stopped him and they beat him. He tried to flee the scene and they beat that man to death. Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it, man, is that look how that was like a
year ago.
Now starting to
last month, 3 of the officers were convicted for witness tampering.
Yeah.
Witness tampering. And they still got one guy he's having a separate case. It's been approved by the judge.
Yeah, because
from the rest of them.
They're using his testimony for the FBI, right?
Yeah.
From the FBI.
A couple of the officers are snitching on the other officers. Hey, which is good. I hope it all come out and they gotta get what all they deserve.
That's how it go though, man. Like ain't no honor among crooks and criminals. They it always most people that, oh man, you gotta live by a code. Man, they ain't living by that code.
Yeah, man.
They all singing.
So those cases won't be seen or be in court till April 2025. It's sad, man. Like it's a lot of fish in the sea, bro. You finna crash out because your ex is with somebody.
Yeah.
And you're gonna use your authority or your position to affect them or hurt them or harm them or take their life, affect their livelihood. And then you convince some other fools to crash out with you.
Yeah, you lost your freedom.
Exactly.
Freedom. So yeah, ain't nothing like being free, man, because jail sucks. I worked in jail. Jail sucks.
Yeah. They got a cat. They got a cat, man. Some people, man, they like going back to jail. I ain't never been, and I don't plan on going. They just had a video with his food. You seen it? He kind of fruity. You know what I'm saying? He on the other side. But he purposely went and extended his stay in prison because he liked being around all the men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so
it's getting like
hey man, I always to say, man, this is some people that like going back and forth. They like going to jail and prison. They must like being around a bunch of dudes. I like women. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, it ain't for me, and I ain't finna crash out over nobody.
But the sad thing about it, from working there, man, some of the people go because of they need medical treatment. That's the only way they can afford the medical treatment.
Some people go for that. Some people go for room and board and a place to stay and food.
Yeah. We had a guy in there. I ain't gonna say his name because but we had a guy in there. He would come in there doing winter months. He's a homeless guy. He knew exactly what to do to get arrested to get him through winter.
Yeah,
he'd be out for the summer, and then winter he come right back.
Yeah, man. It's a cat that used to be up at the store, man. A dude named Marcus.
Yeah,
Marcus smart as hell. But he's a criminal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He homeless and he got a drug problem, but he know exactly what to steal so he can get a certain amount of time, so he can be off the streets, like you say.
Yeah,
he said I'm gonna do this so I can get charged with this, but I won't get charged with this, but and I'm like, dude, you got this whole thing memorized?
Yeah, man. Jail's like a whole different world, man. Yeah. I can tell you some of these stories, but I had this one cat. He got out. He was back a month later. I said, dude, that means you literally got arrested the day you got out. Because you got to go back to the system. You got to go back to the county jail to get back here. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
I had guys that have been there 14, 15. I worked at a state jail where they had like minimal time.
Yeah.
I had dudes been there 14, 15 times. Like, come on, bro. But the sad thing about it, though, it takes something. Had this one gentleman.
Yeah.
It takes something tragic for them to happen, for them to wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Had this one gentleman, his mother passed, and he couldn't get what they call a furlough to go out and see his mother. They want to give it to him because he was a high risk or something.
Couldn't attend the funeral.
Can't attend the funeral. Mm-hmm. And it took that for me not to see him no more. And I didn't see that man ever again.
Yeah.
While I was working there. No, I stopped working there.
That reminds me of Ali Sadiq stand-up, man.
Yeah.
Domino effect.
Yeah. And it is true, man. Like it takes something tragic for it takes something tragic for them to happen on outside. And they can't get to a loved one for them to wake up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't had grown men cry behind their kids because they can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I got 14 years, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta think of the consequences before you crash out like that, man.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's super crazy, man. Yeah, man. You need to think that stuff out, man. I would say, man, to the youth, man, be more strategic about your future. Because things are changing drastically.
Yeah.
Some of the avenues or fields that you may be able to still get in or used to be able to get in or disappear or will disappear. So be serious about your future because we're in a transition and the world is pivoting.
Invest. I'll say that, man.
Yeah.
Compound. If you 19, 20, compounding interest is your friend. No, invest your money, man.
Yeah, man. Man, I like to give a shout out, man, to Mr. Clay, man, the Wind Down Wednesday crew, man. Always showing love. Wind Down Wednesday. Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesdays, man, with Mr. Clay, Mr. JF Clay. Also, man, on Saturdays with them with the True Sessions, man. Too, man. Shout out to my boy David, man, the King Star Today podcast. Shout out, much love to CTR Media Network, man. Rocking with your boys. You know, show love, man. Check out the network. If you want to get in the podcast, make sure you reach out to ctrmedianetwork.com. Also, make sure you hit our website, MCABW.com, and get you some Men Can't Always Be Wrong merchandise, man. That's the truth. Men can't always be wrong.
And of course, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Hit the like button, folks.
Yeah, man. Hopefully pretty soon we'll be celebrating 10,000 subscribers. So.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, we at 6, almost 7 right now. Let's get it up to 10 and let's keep it going. Also, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us. Oh yeah, make sure you get my book, man. Love is for Suckers. Yeah, that's the way the youngsters moving, man. People ain't getting in long-term relationships, so I guess they realize love is for suckers. It's still love out there, though. It still exists.
It still exists, man. Yeah. We ain't gonna give up on love, but just watch out who you get with, man. Yeah. What that song said, choose the right one to pick the kitties up.
Better choose the right one to pick the kitties up. Church. Well, this has been the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast with your guy T Swin.
And your boy JB.
And we out.
Peace.
The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be.
Hey everyone, it's your guy T Swin. Are you ready for a story that's all about love, perseverance, and self-discovery? If you haven't checked out Love for Suckers by Tony Swinton, here's why you need to grab a copy today. Available on Kindle.com. Dive into a digital copy. Start reading in seconds. Prefer a physical book? No worries. Head over to Amazon.com or MCABW.com and support a Black-owned business. Order your paperback copy. And for those who love listening on the go, Love for Suckers is also on Audible.com. Let the story come alive wherever you are. To all of you who've already dived into this fabulous story, thank you. Your support means everything. And if you loved it, why not share the joy? Drop a review on Kindle, Amazon.com, Audible, or MCABW.com. Ready to fall in love with reading again? Click the link in the description. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Love is for Suckers. Available now. Hey there, podcast enthusiasts. Get ready to elevate your style and embrace your love for wit and wisdom with the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast shop. Slide into comfort and confidence with our exclusive line of t-shirts and hoodies. Show the world you're part of the conversation in fashion-forward apparel that speaks volumes. Start your day right with our premium mugs. Perfect for sipping on your favorite brew while tuning into the latest podcast episodes. Introducing our collection of trendy hats that scream personality, because your thoughts deserve a stylish headspace. Carry your enthusiasm with you wherever you go. Our backpacks and duffel bags are not just accessories, they're statements. Step into the future with our slides, the perfect footwear for any casual occasion. Because let's face it, comfort should never compromise style. Visit our online store now and explore the full range of Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast merch. Plus, with just one click, dive into the world of captivating conversations by connecting to the official podcast webpage. Shop now at MCABWshop.myshopify.com, where being right has never looked this good.